welcome to my October Daily 2024. I'm so excited. October is literally right around the corner, and I can't wait to start creating in my October Daily. But before I start sharing what I'm going to be using for October Daily, how I'm going to set up things, I wanted to share last year's. So I do have videos putting together some of these spreads from last year, and I will try to link it here for you so you can watch that if you missed it. But last year I created my own October Daily journal or notebook, and it is a standard size traveler's notebook, but I put them on rings. And like I said, I did it myself. I just used my cinch machine for that. And I used my own prompts. Well, it was like a mix of prompts. I did have some prompts and I used some other creators' prompts as well. So it's kind of like a mix of different, creator prompts, but mostly my own. And they were just very basic. They were just like cozy drink, comfort food, which friend, family, or pet, listening to, like favorite books, reading at the moment, AM, PM. So I might do the same this year, kind of use the same prompts that I used last year. But like I said, I did a mix of different pages, styles, kind of just documenting October. And for me, October is not about Halloween. Now the products are, but the stories are just stories from the day, maybe pictures from the day. I had a lot of fun with this one. I just kind of played with all kinds of different products from different brands and different sizing. And I just made like little sticker books and things like that. It was just so much fun. So anyways, this one opens up, is so cute. There, because I had a lot of 6x8 and obviously these pages don't fit 6x8. So I tried to find different ways to fit them in here. But like I said, I had so much fun putting this together and it is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for October. I can't wait to kind of play a little bit this year and make my own pages again. So like I said, I do have a flip through of last year's and some process videos as well. I think I put a lot of these spreads together with my YouTube members, the Peaches. And so if you want to see those, you would have to become a member. You can still watch my older videos. If you become a member today, I do not delete any of those videos. So anyways, this was fun putting together. And this year, I'm gonna use something similar. It is a spiral notebook. This is my Scrappy Spiral Notebook, and it is the yearly project. So it has the yearly project template, which is 3x8s. And that's why I said it's very similar in size, obviously a little bit smaller than the standard size traveler's notebook. But I think this is going to be fun to work in because if I have a 6x8 pattern paper, I can cover the space. If I wanted to add a larger photo on one side, if I just wanted to stick to one side for the day because I didn't have a lot to share or I don't have a great picture for it, I can do that. So I can kind of mix and match. I did share my first 2 pages in this notebook and they are fun. They are ready to go. And I think today we'll probably put day 1 in there because I'm literally just talking about me being excited for October Daily. So it's not a big deal if the picture is not from day 1, if that makes sense. But I will be using, like I said, my Scrappy Spiral Notebook. This is available in my shop today. And I'm going to be using my stash this year. I did not buy anything new, and I'm very proud of myself because there is some really cute kits and little products that I was tempted to get but didn't. And so I have these 2 bags from Coco Daisy. I've been reusing these bags. These just, like, my kits come in these bags or these pockets. And so I've been, repurposing them and using them for my fall stash, my Halloween stash, my summer stash, things like that. Now this one here is full of paper and cards, and you'll see a mix of Kelly Perky, Studio Calico, Feature Craft, old, new, all the things. And I even added a few papers from, I think, Coco Daisy, if I'm not mistaken. I also wanted to mention last year I bought this kit at the end of the year, and it came like really late, so I wasn't able to use it in my October daily much from 2023. So I still have a lot in here that I can use, which I'm so excited for, because this is the Mintopia Halloween stuff, and it was so pretty, and I was excited to get it, but I didn't get it in time. I also used the next pocket or the pouch for my embellishments. So any die cuts, washi tape, I have some really old washi, some newer ones from Kelly Perky as well. But basically, I'm gonna use whatever I have. I also have some color cast design wood veneers and some acrylics as well. So I have plenty to work with, especially in this notebook where I don't really have to add much to it. So it's going to be plenty to use in this notebook. I also will be using some of my stamps. Again, I have some new stuff, old stuff, but mostly they are older stamps. These are some of my newer stamps available in my shop. That's the Ghost Town and the Boo stamp. I'm really excited to use these stamps this year. These are going to be fun. Well, especially this one, because every year I do like a page, I stamp out alphas and I mix in some Halloween icons. So like a cat for C, a ghost for G or O or something like that. I've done it for so many years now. I started, I think, in 2021. And you'll see here, I just kind of mix in, well, the first time I did it, I mixed in some embellishments. But this year I have this fun stamp. So this is going to be fun to use instead of making my own. But I did it in 2021, 22, 23, and hopefully this year in my October daily. So basically, I love the stamp. And so I'm excited to use this one instead of making my own, even though when I made it in 2021, it looked pretty cool. And I've seen a lot of creators recreate that, so that's fun. Anyways, I do have a few new stamps. These are from Studio Calico, so I added that in my stash, but I have a lot of older stamps. And this is what I love about stamps, that you can keep them on hand for the next year and reuse them, which is so fun. And I'm excited to use all these beautiful Halloween stamps. So basically, that is what I'm going to be using for my stamps. Oh, and actually, I will also be using a few other stamps. So let me move these out of the way. There's not much to share just because it's older stash. I wanted to share it with you anyways. So some of the stamps I will be using over and over again. You guys know how much I love to keep consistency through my projects or these smaller projects. Like you'll see here that I use the same number stamp for almost every single day, like right here. I just like that consistency throughout these projects. So what I'm going to be doing for this year is I'm going to use smaller number stamps and hopefully this stamp as well. And I'll share those with you as well. All right, so these stamps, it's a mix from Kelly Perky. And this is the number stamp that I'm going to be using. And I just basically stamped it in the gray area here. So each page has that gray space where you can either use it as a title or a prompt or whatever. Now, I probably won't use it every single time in the same spot. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to be using that number stamp. I'll also be using these two stamp sets from Everyday Explorers. So one of them has the months, and so I'm going to be using that October from it. And also, I think it had the day and October. Yeah, so I was using days of October. Oh, there it is. Days of, then I'll stamp October and then the number. Yes, it's a lot of work, but you know, it's okay. I like how it looked, so I'm going for it. I also, before we start putting day one together, I wanted to share an older October daily with you. It was, I believe, one of my first October dailies, and it was very simple, and I put it together really quickly. I wanted to share it with you because it will probably help you recreate some of these spreads in my Scrappy Spiral notebook if you picked up the Scrappy Spiral notebook for October. So this is my first October daily, and I had so much fun putting this together because I kept it consistent and I still was able to use my stash. And you'll see here I used a photo, a little bit of embellishing at the top, my number, and then I journaled. So each and every page, the number and the journaling was in the same exact spot. This is a traveler's notebook from Everyday Explorers, and I even added like little tags at some point. So you really don't have to overdo it when, you know, putting these projects together. It can be in a very small notebook or album. So basically, why I wanted to share this with you is to remind you that these projects don't have to be overwhelming. You don't have to overthink things. You just use some of your stash and have fun. But I do want to apologize because of the noise. I hope it's not that noisy, but my neighbors are cutting the lawn and I really need to record this now. But anyways, I had fun with this and I thought it would be fun to share it with you real quick just to give you an idea. And I do have process videos of this traveler's notebook here on my YouTube channel, Instagram, and Pinterest. Anyways, let's get to it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for my calendar yet, but I think at some point I'll figure it out and I'll decide. Either I'll put little mini pictures or stamping or something like that. But I want to go ahead and put together day one, and I wanted to share with you real quickly what I did. I printed some digital printouts. These are digital scrapbooking kits and collections, and I believe those are from the Hey Pumpkin. That's probably from In a Creative Bubble. I'm not sure, honestly, but I just did a little mix and match, and I was trying them out to see if I can fit them within these boxes. And I really, really like how they turned out. I printed it on sticker paper, but you can print it on regular paper or whatever the case is. For me, I think these are going to be easier to work with if they're on sticker paper. Like I said, I do have a good amount of stash, but I also have a lot of digital collections that I would like to use. So if I use these, great. If I don't, it's not a big deal, but I thought this one would be perfect to kind of add here in the corner. It goes really well with what I've already added to my page. So I'm going to be using that as well in my October daily. So you'll see a lot of like digital embellishments that I resized for my pages, and you'll also see some of my own stash. But all I'm going to do is cut this out, add this somewhere here, and maybe add my journaling around the skeleton. Now, I could have cut these out with my Scan and Cut brother, but I'm not going to lie, I was too lazy to do it. And I thought, am I going to use them or not? You know what I mean? So at this point, I was like, no, I'll use them. They'll probably fit well with what I want to do. And if I want one, I'll just trim it out myself. I don't need my brother for that. Anyways, let's go ahead and cut these out. And because the shapes are very simple, it's quick to trim out myself. So I'm thinking to add this cutie here in the corner. And what I love about digital collections is that you can totally make them your own by resizing them. Like here, I cut out like part of the skeleton because I wanted him to kind of look like he's on the edge of my box, and it kind of stands out a little bit. And I also printed out my text as well. And this is another digital embellishment that I used. And so what I did was in Canva, when I resized my skeleton, I added my text next to it to fit nicely next to my skeleton, if that makes sense. So I just basically create another layer in Canva, add my text, then print my text on some clear sticker paper. I hope I'm making sense, but I do have a lot of Canva videos with my friend Elizabeth. We have a few videos here on my YouTube channel for my members only. So if you're curious on how to use Canva, those videos are free to you. Well, kind of free to you if you become a member, basically. And like I said earlier, I don't delete any of my older videos, so you can go in and watch all those videos about Canva. And we're actually working on another one, how to create Canva layouts for your Scrappy Spiral notebook. So basically you just plop your photos in Canva in the Scrappy Spiral notebook boxes and then print them out and trim them out. So it's a fun one. Anyways, I'm thinking that this is supposed to fit perfectly around my skeleton. There we go. And what I'm going to do, because I stuck it right over my skeleton here, I'm going to grab my bone folder and basically blend this into my skeleton so you can't even see that frosted sticker paper. And I'll do it even here. And because I did it on Canva, everything fits so nicely. But I can see now I changed the color of my fonts, by the way, to like a light black. And I can kind of see that it's light black, but it's giving me like green vibes for some reason. You can't really see it on camera, but it's okay. I should have just left it black. I thought it was too dark when I was typing it out. But the fun thing about adding your journaling on Canva is you can use your own font, and that is my Bean font. So it looks so cool and very dramatic, which I really love. All right, let's add my photo. So I'm going to be documenting how excited I am for fall and how I pulled out all my fall decor. And I'm not a big person with decorating the house for fall. I just have a few little pumpkins. I take out my mugs, things like that. So I literally just took out my mugs and my pumpkins. So I took a photo of that. And I'm thinking I want to add my photo a little bit towards the bottom and give me some space here, probably to add an embellishment or something, or stamp something. And so all I'm going to do is stick down my small photo here. And again, I'm sizing my photos to fit within this space. And now I can probably go through my stamps and my embellishments to add a little something up here. I'm thinking I'm going to go with this. It does match nicely with my paper here. So I might just go ahead and stick that down. I do like that it's, you know, giving some layering to my photo. And then I am going to probably stamp right next to it. So I'm going to go through my stamps. So I found the stamp and it says seasonal decor. And so I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. I think it'll fit really nicely here, yeah. And I might just go with some black ink. I mean, it says seasonal decor, so it's perfect for day one. And that's it, you guys. So quick, so easy. Again, this is why I love my Scrappy Spiral notebooks. It's so easy to put together a layout. You can just add some paper, pattern paper on one side, add your prompt on the other. For the next few days, it's just going to be prompt, 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 basically. And if I want to change it up, I can add some pattern paper in there, but it's just going to be easy for me to add the prompt number, add a photo, some journaling, and a little bit of embellishing, and just put these spreads together. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I know we're all very, very busy and we just want to document all the things. So if you're looking for a simpler and easier way to document Halloween, definitely grab my yearly project, a Scrappy Spiral notebook, because it's all set out for you and all you have to do is just add those photos. Anyways, I'm excited for October Daily. I hope I can share more throughout October with you. I usually kind of combine a few days together just because these spreads come together so quickly and it's easier for me to combine a few days at a time. So keep an eye out for that and hopefully I'll be able to share with you some more spreads of my October Daily in the next few days. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.